I'm Cryptkeeper, the host. Looks like the bull stepped in exactly where we expected, right in this region here, and right in the region between the 0.618 and the zero point 0.5. I mean, it was pretty much, it was right on target. You couldn't get any more accurate than that. So right now we're looking to see if this falling wedge breaks to the upside. So the bulls are attempting it right now. I think they may be successful. I do. But again, if we're practicing proper risk mitigation, and I'm not a financial advisor, I'm just sharing what I learned. This is a hobby of mine that I got interested in, and I'm just sharing things I learned about it. But if you were to take an entry here and place your stop loss here, anywhere in this region, I mean, you're able to chalk this up to a 2% loss. And then you're able to be back in, you're not holding your position here, all right, in this wedge, hoping and praying. So from there, if this thing started to break against you, again, once you've seen the break of structure, like we talked about in my prior video, once you've seen that break of structure, and maybe you wanted to play this thing to the downside, well, you take your short and you place your stop loss, again, just for a measly 2% loss. And that doesn't have you lost in the wedge here, hoping and praying, trying to predict what way it's going to break. Because at the end of the day, if you were trading this, you shouldn't care which way it breaks. Okay? Because you should be waiting for confirmation. If you have yourself in a position where you're worried about which way it's going to break, you're playing the game wrong. I mean, even if you were looking at this from an investing perspective, and again, I can't say this enough. I am not a licensed financial advisor, but if you were to look at this from an investor's perspective, you could say, all right, we've found ourselves here. I mean, if I was looking at this from a longer term, I would say this would be a good area to accumulate in this box, because we see this fib level here is suggesting that. All right, and then if we were to break it, again, if you were accumulating responsibly and not just going all in, remortgaging your home, if it broke this level here, you would be ecstatic, because you would be getting a massive discount on the Bitcoin price. So you shouldn't find yourself stressed out about either direction, up or down, okay? Because you should have a plan that no matter what, you're going to find yourself in a position to be able to do something and take advantage of whatever opportunity is in front of you, whether that opportunity means the price is going up or the opportunity means the price is going down. And you were either going to long, or you were going to short, or you were going to use it as an opportunity to accumulate. So, just looking at this a little bit deeper, okay, it's not so much breaking to the upside here I'm worried about from a bullish perspective. Now, if I were playing this from a bullish perspective, it's not so much here I'm worried about. Okay, and it looks like as I'm filming this, we may see this thing start to break to the upside. And again, it's not this region I'm worried about. It's more so this 47,000 region. Okay, because once we get up here, we can see that there was prior historic price action that was prior support. I said prior so many times there. It's getting a little silly, but this was touch points, okay? This was support. I mean, resistance. So not only that, on top of that, you have fib levels coming in from top to bottom here. You have that 0.618 area lined up with this 47,000 region. Okay, and not only that, but the fib level from this drop here, this big drop we had, that's also lining up with the 47,000 region. So we'll have to take this as it comes. I mean, right now, short term, I am expecting to hit this as a short-term target anyway, and then we will have to see where we go from there. Because it wouldn't surprise me to see us get rejected from there. We'll have to see what the market conditions are. And if you were to look at this in hindsight, and we did get rejected from there, I mean, it would be pretty normal, okay, to see that. And then maybe from a bullish standpoint, hope to see some sort of double bottom in this region here. And I mean, the bulls would be hoping to see a double bottom here, because if they don't, I mean, this thing's going to drop. So that's it for this one. Just make sure you guys have a plan for either direction, any scenario. And again, you want to make sure your plan has you in a place where you're not stressed out all the time. Because if you don't have a plan and you're in a position here where you're inside this wedge just hoping and praying, I guarantee you, if you have any sort of exposure to this, you are going to be stressed out. Okay, so make sure you educate yourself properly on risk mitigation, and always take that as number one, above. Risk mitigation is even above profit. Okay? But until next time,